Monorail, the most visually appealing rail transit system in Kuala Lumpur. Yet, in my opinion, the least satisfying in terms of service when compared to the LRT and MRT. So, what is the history of Kuala Lumpur's monorail? Let's dive into it. The Kuala Lumpur City Hall, or Dewan Bandaraya Kuala Lumpur (DBKL), launched the monorail proposal in January 1990 after the Malaysian government approved it during a cabinet meeting in June 1989. While the original starting dates for the monorail construction was supposed to be in June 1990, it was postponed to May 1991 after the city's mayor protested that the bids for preliminary work were excessively expensive. Subsequently, the project was indefinitely put on hold. According to a 2013 study, which I will link below, the motivation to build the monorail was to address issues like traffic congestion, limited parking, air pollution, and the aesthetic enhancements of the city's public transport. Monorail was seen as an alternative to tackle these problems while complementing existing metro lines and integrating with other rail systems. The same study also outlined the advantages of monorail systems such as their minimal space requirements, minimal interference with existing traffic flow, cost-effectiveness, and time-saving in constructing the foundation/rail compared to conventional railways. These factors were pivotal in the government's decision to pursue the monorail project initially. A couple years went by without any news regarding the monorail systems. In 1997, however, Hitachi, a Japanese company, reinstated the plan to build a Kuala Lumpur's monorail, only to have the project halted again in December 1997 due to the 1997 Asian financial crisis. Nonetheless, M-Trans Holdings took over the project in July 1998 and produced its own rolling stock, and completing everything locally to reduce costs. It's worth noting that the supplier of the trains for the Kuala Lumpur's monorail systems is Monorail Malaysia Technology, a subsidiary of M-Trans Holdings. The initial plan for the stations envisioned having 19 stations, but ultimately only 11 were constructed due to the impact of the 1997 Asian financial crisis. Since its initial opening, the KL monorail line has seen no extensions or renaming of stations. Construction spanned approximately 5 years, and the monorail line finally opened on August 31, 2003, which coincided with Malaysia's National Day in 2003. Sadly, not even a year after its opening, the operator of Kuala Lumpur's monorail line, KL Infrastructure Group or KL Infra, reported a net loss of 46.24 million Malaysian ringgit on 15.08 million Malaysian ringgit in revenue. To clarify, KL Infra is under M-Trans Holdings, with M-Trans Holdings serving as the parent company of KL Infra. However, it's KL Infra itself that was listed on Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange, now known as Bursa Malaysia. In April 2007, discussions between the government and KL Infra were underway, and on November 29, the government announced the finalization of a purchase and sale deal between KL Infra and Prasarana, enabling Prasarana to assume control of the operations of the KL monorail. The monorail's rolling stock, or in simpler terms, its trains, were initially 2 car trains. However, on December 20, 2014, the PKL transitioned to using 4 car trains, effectively increasing the maximum capacity from 213 passengers to 430 passengers per trip. In the video description, you'll find a link to a fascinating site that demonstrates how the monorail operates and showcases its appearance when it was first opened. For example, here are pictures from the monorail's construction phase. Special thanks to monorail.org for providing these images. Well, that wraps up our video. It's relatively short, but I hope you have found it both enjoyable and informative. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you and goodbye.